Hey everyone, Chris and Tanya here with Clutter Reduction Junk Removal. She's choking from off. We had a repeat client who's a property manager reach out to us today, kind of last minute situation, and said, hey, I have a tenant just moved out. I just walked into like 10 grand worth of expenses to fix the place up. Can you guys come out and remove all the junk? And I said, sure, when do you want us to do that? And he said, kind of whenever you can. We're looking to do the repairs sooner than later. And I was like, well, we can come out this afternoon or we can come out Thursday. And he was like, if you can come today, that'd be great. So here we are. This place is not the most fun to get into. It may look like a pretty straight path getting out past the trees. The problem isn't backing up. The problem is having the truck follow and not hit a tree, because I keep getting stuck on that one and the one in the front. So I had to pull forward like 10 times. But once we're back here, it's pretty straightforward. So I'll show you a little bit of what we're supposed to be taking. And then I need to reconfirm with him. He basically just wants us to walk through and clean up any stuff. He just kind of wants a full property clean. He's gonna have a landscaper come out tomorrow and basically just do the whole yard. They're gonna try to get this fixed up and get it back on the market as soon as possible. So we're gonna go ahead and take photos of everything, show you guys real quick, and then go ahead and start loading. All right, so without walking everywhere, we have a swing set. We're just gonna do a quick little sawzall cut up just to make it smaller. This guy here, patio set, that little bit right there. Over here, we got some woods and then some furniture over here. Not the pavers, even though we did quote for that once. Not a cheap price. I think I told him like 2,000 because I think there's probably like 800 pavers and that's probably like 5,000 pounds worth of stuff. And this place is an hour away from us, by the way. We are at the pinpoint of how far away we go for jobs, out in the acreage, and then this little stuff here. And then on the side of the house, there's just a couple of potter plants, and there's some stuff by the curb that he's gonna let me know about. He says trash might take it, and I'm like, I don't know. I mean, it's kind of just thrown all over there. You know, I don't know how good these areas are, but if we have to come back out, it's gonna be like $175 more than if we grab it now. So I told him, you know, I'll start with everything else and let me know, but that's kind of where we're at with things. So I'm gonna get the sawzall and start this. Tanya can start grabbing the small stuff. Mosquitoes are a high out here, so we might have to apply a little bit more bug spray. Look at that, get the battery. Safety glasses, come here, come here. I already got the metal blade on. Big boy battery, and where are my glasses? Somewhere around here. complete. I think it took us about an hour and a half. That last 15-20 minutes was spent picking up the glass from the mirror that fell and broke. I didn't expect that to happen, but it is what it is. We got all the pieces though. Overall, we charged a little over $800. It was basically a full load, plus we charged for labor because we had to kind of walk around the property to 6 different places, cut up the swing set thing, and then the stuff out front here. So he's a property manager that we've done some work for in the past, and try to keep him relatively happy in the best way we can that doesn't necessarily affect our pay, which is by being flexible and timely. So that's something that I think goes a long way with realtors and property managers, because for them, every week that house sits on the market is a week they're not making income. And you can probably go as much as like a day. Like Tanya used to work in a property management building where when you had an eviction, your goal was to get that place flipped immediately, because every day is money lost.
Exactly. You want a quick turnaround time to fill it up again, because it doesn't seem like a lot, right? But the day it's not rented, the time it takes, that builds up and adds up. And after a while, you're losing thousands of dollars by having your unit sit vacant. So any reason that you have that isn't just, it's not getting rented, you should take care of right away.
Yeah, and it's not like there's set times of the month where like, all right, we gotta wait until the 30th or we have to wait until the 1st. You can start renting out on the 15th or the 17th. It'll just get prorated or vice versa. So I know he was saying that when he came in, the tenants had just moved out and there's like $5,000 to $10,000 worth of repairs they need to do inside the house.
It's a big...
Don't know what that looks like, but he was like, you know, I'll just add this to the bill. You know, if we can get it done as soon as possible, I want to get it back on the market by next week. So something like that, I was like, all right, I mean, we could come out tomorrow, late afternoon, we can come out Thursday, or we can come out today, you know, when it's fresh in his mind and he just left here. You know, it's been 3 hours since he left and his job's done.
Yeah.
So costs a little bit of money, but he doesn't have to worry about it anymore. He can get the landscaper in tomorrow. Handyman guy can come in the next day and start working outside the house, and they'll probably have it back on the market next week.
The nice thing too is if he has to take the tenant to court, he has like actual receipts from actual businesses. Sometimes landlords try to do the work themselves and they try to create a receipt, and it usually doesn't uphold in court really well when trying to get their money back. So using actual company is probably the best way to go if you're going to try to recoup that money, because he'll have actual receipts from a reputable company.
Yeah, we'll have the photos before and after too, which he can probably use as well. That'll say, like, anyone could just be like, yeah, I removed junk, it cost $4,000, I want my money back. But having an invoice that'll actually show the photos before and after, it'll show our full load price, it'll show the extra labor, all that can get tacked in and probably help him out legal wise. So we're gonna start heading back because we're an hour away from home. That's the only reason we come out here is for him, and the guy we got our trash cans from is actually 2 streets over. He does like DOT, he picks up the trash on the side of the highways, and he scraps all the metal and he sells anything reusable by other companies. So we went there like a year and a half ago and bought like 15 trash cans from him because we use them on jobs, and he sold them to me for like 60 bucks for all of them. It was like $4 a trash can, which is a great deal. And then I had kind of wanted a couple more, and I was thinking about it, and I reached out, I was like, hey, do you have any more trash cans? He's like, yeah, I got a few. And we went out and got like, what, 8 or 9 more for like 40 bucks.
Yeah, it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, and he threw in a couple of safety cones and something else he had. So just nice to have that contact out here. He knows what we do, so if it comes up in the future, then we'll have what we need.
We thought about like moving out here because you get a lot of land for the same price as what you do by us, but it would be tough to change our territory and a much longer commute.
Yeah, but we'll see one day. But that's it for today. Anything else? That is the landscaper. He just went in. Maybe he's giving a quote, checking the place out.
That was fast. Both from our done.
Look at that. He's about to get everything taken care of in like one day.
Yeah, good for him.
You might actually do the work today.
You might as well. Still light out.
Yeah. I mean, it's only 6 o'clock. Yeah, like an hour and a half. We'll see. All right, that's it. Bye.
Okay.